All right, July 8th, 2022, guys. It's Mystic, Mad Mystic. Yeah, the stones are gone. Stones be thrown. Still, still absorbing what happened, guys. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? So hot here. So hot here. It's 100% humidity. I think it's like 95, 96 degrees. It's really boiling here. Wanted us to check in and say hello. I'm not going to do a big chatty do. Not sure what kind of mood I'm in, sweet or sour, but the optics are high. That's all I gotta say. Is the optics are high. So the optics are so high right now. So I might just be chilling, chilling like a villain. So I just want to say, hey, what's everybody up to today? It's so hot. I'm not gonna stay on here long. Oh my gosh. I did get some sleep last night, thank goodness. First day in a while. Could have slept longer. But I got a lot of things to do. So that's that. How's everybody doing? I don't think I can be out here long, guys. It's like so hot out here. The radiation coming through our atmosphere is so unbearable. It's for animals and plants. But you know, the war has been waged on the planet. So this is what's happening, guys. It's happening. Things are happening, and I don't think people realize what's happening. So it is what it is. Like I said, I try to show everybody on my channel all kinds of stuff, the optics for years. And my brain is just drained from it. To be honest with you, my brain is so drained of the optics. But I'm pushing it hard right now at a time that needs to be pushed, like I have many times, like 2 years ago in January. I pushed hard. I got attacked really hard for it. But in times of need, when you have to push hard, you must go forward. So that's what I'm doing. And you know, um, nobody understands my method of madness, so it's perfect. It's so perfect. I love it. See, I have a method of madness. I sure do. It's my method. Come here, Storm. Storm is here. Storm is here. I told you the Storm is here. He's our mascot. Storm is here. Storm is here. Yes. Hey, Deaf Red, how are you? I'm sorry. It's so hot here. I can't even be on here long. You want to chit chat? I don't know. I didn't even look at the video yet. I see that they found some clown walking up to the stones. That mean nothing. That mean nothing. Done and done. Done and over. It's a done deal. Which means have your bags packed and ready, guys. The shit's getting heavy. I'm ready for whatever. It really don't matter. If my ex is listening, you guys, I got a lot of people that watch me, okay? Listen, dude. Maybe I should just take over the house. Okay, you want me to take over the house? I can take over the house. I'll just stay here. I was thinking that. Maybe I'll just stay here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that nothing's going as planned. It's what people planned. Nothing is going to go as planned, as it is never going as planned. Always. Like life is that way, you know? So take each day for what you will. I'm kind of finding it feeling a little wicked on this Friday of July 8th, 2022. I don't know why. Feeling a little wickedness in my veins. I don't know why. I woke up that way, I guess. So, not gonna chat for long, guys. So let's make this one a good one if we're gonna chat. You want to chat, Steph? What are you up to? How's the weather there? Can you imagine waking up to boiling in this weather? If you're a camper, you wake up severely early, like 6, 7 a.m. because it is so hot here. It is so hot here. I don't even know what the temperature is. because I have the air on in my house. But out here it is boiling. Hey, Alaska Skywatcher, how are you? Oh, you're so sweet. You come and check out my streams. That's so sweet of you. They are burning my neighbors. Oh, burning operations. So they've started, huh? Mm-hmm. Direct laser operations. I'm surprised that it's really not everything's not burning like it was the last couple years, but that's not good. It's scary, man. Luckily, it's rained here a lot lately, and we usually didn't get a lot of rain. We don't get a lot of rain, but this last week we got a lot of rain. And here's the thing: last year, all of July was totally a wash. Like all of July rained like every day in July last year, like opposite of what it should have been. So I'm not sure, but I'm sorry for the burning operations. Poor neighbors. That is so scary. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine living in a life, building your property, building your home, and then just be wiped out or you be just swallowed out. And especially by their smart meters, their smart meter garbage. E3 sheets. Oh boy. The concept of staying put, that sounds good too. Happy Friday. Good topic yesterday. Yeah, I know. See, that good topic yesterday is lightning and plasmas. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Hey, 3 sheets. Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm trying to give topics. I'm trying to do things as best as I can, but the topics come to me as I research. And I'm seeing the optics of, like I've told everybody from throughout my channels. And so has Jeff Snyder. And I know I follow certain people, Catfish Corner, Jeff Snyder too, because we're all on the same wavelength of have eyes to see. The magnets, the 3 suns, binary suns causing havoc on planet Earth and our magnetosphere, earthquakes, volcanoes, and the jet streams changed, and those plasma strikes. The CERN thing is really interesting to me. You see here, Daisy, she started this again. She didn't just start this until about, let's see, 9 o'clock this morning. Come on. Oh, as soon as I try to let her out, she runs back and she wants to go back in. I just try to get up and then I try to let her out. And then she runs towards her cage. Interdimensionals, frequencies, I don't know, but my Dalmatian tells me a lot. And it's been going on for a couple years now, off and on, but something's ramped up. And just since the CERN thing, just since July 6, 2022, never had my dog act this crazy. She started doing it in the last 2 months. And it all started with that last flower blood moon. So I'm not sure what's going on, but the CERN thing, the lightning, the plasma on the 6th 2 nights ago, there's lots of lightning. No, the lightning didn't strike the guide stones. No, I don't believe that at all. But I believe that there's lots of plasma coming in and out. It's not just burning operations. There's lots of plasma coming in, guys. And houses are just going to go up in flames. How? Whereas, cars, I've seen 2 cars, Jeff Snyder 2's channel, he has people out in the field reporting things to him, like a lot of us. So, a lot of us YouTubers get people, that are boots on the ground type of a reporting, and then we connect. So he had one of his friends tell him where 2 cars just blew up. It was, I believe it was in Colorado, and he went and looked at it, and they removed the scene. They removed everything. So what I'm saying is cars are blowing up. Oh, hey, Deaf Fred. Sorry, Deaf Fred, I'm just chit-chatting. So, plasma strikes, watch them. Hey, Deaf Fred. Okay, you're on mute. Sorry, I didn't know that you were sitting backstage. That happens when I stream from my phone. I just chat away. So, what do you think, Deaf Fred, about the fires, plasma? Can you hear me? Oh, Oh my goodness. Look at that sky.
Hola.
Oh boy. Looks like there's faces up in there. There looks like one face right there looking right at us. Not there, but not by the light. Yeah. Is that an LED light post? If there's LED light post,
I don't know.
oh, wow. Yeah, it's looking pretty wicked. You know what that your skies look like to me? Is that the sun?
It
Crap.
looks like a high pressure sodium bulb.
It does. And look at there's like an almost triangle underneath the sun right there. Can you see that? Almost looks like a stingray. It's like a triangle with a tail. I know, it's like a cloud, but maybe not a cloud. Oh, look at that cover up. See, I think the system was up by you about 3 or 4 days ago. The tail of the dragon. I think you were the one showing us, and I was like, oh my gosh. See, that's why their spray operations go the way they are. At least you have a good view, though. You have a good view. Oh my gosh, is that something, Marie? Marie says her insurance, her home insurance went up 8% because it's made of wood. Outrageous. Said it would cost more to replace to rebuild if needed. Yeah, it's because the fires, guys. It's because the plasma fires. That is what they don't want you to know. These insurance companies are making hand over fist. I was watching a streamer last night, and he says that there's a lot of buildings being ablazed across their country, old buildings, like abandoned buildings. So who's collecting? So people are right now collecting on insurance. There's fraud after fraud going on right now. So people are really collecting because they know this is not lasting. What's going on? We're just hanging on by a thin thread, guys. Oh, nice. Tyranny. Tyranny at its finest. You get that's cool. You got your computer too? That's good. I like your setup. I like your view. I like the view there, but I don't like Maine. Maine is not the place I'd want to be. Georgia either. Georgia's not really good either, guys. It's good, but it's not. It's a military state too. Don't let them fool you. I'm at where I'm at. I don't even know. I would like to try to stay in my house. That'd be the nice thing, but I don't know what's going to happen. Come on. Oh, my Dalmatian is outrageous. She just scratched the door, wanted out. I get up and she runs. See? Oh my gosh. She did it again. It's like, I don't know if she's like being mind controlled. Look at her. Oh my gosh. This is what I do all day, every day for the last many days. It's so on my nerves. Like, oh my gosh. I need to get a job. I cannot do this every day with her. She needs to, she's going to have to be in a crate and cry while I work. Got to figure out things. I got to figure out things. I got to figure out a car. I've got to figure out a divorce. I got to figure out money. I've got to figure out a job. I've got lots of problems. And I've got a problem with this dog. She is, I'm going to have to go put her in her crate. I'm going to have to put her in her crate. That's enough. Okay, she's in her crate. When I hang this up, I'm gonna go I'm gonna take her for a walk. What is that, Deaf Bread? Is that your dog? Is that your dog? I can't see. What is that?
The cat.
It's a
Peppy.
cat?
Peppy the cat.
Peppy? Oh, I can't see. Oh. Is he black? Oh, he's so sweet. That's cool. You brought your cat with you. Oh, how sweet. See, life is not so lonely when you have cats. Come on. I'm sorry, I got a phone call from somebody I don't even know who it is. Because he's so cute. I have my cats too, but they're not sleeping. They don't sleep during the day. My cats rarely sleep during the day. They really sleep during when I sleep. That's it. They're on my schedule. Oh, hey. Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh, what's the temperature like there? Is it hot? Deaf Bray, can you hear me? Meow. Hey, Christy. Sorry, guys. I gotta take off my glasses to see the
It's
chat. My eyes.
cool, nice weather.
It is nice.
Sometimes rain, but mostly sun, and 75, only fun.
Is it humid there? It's so humid here. That's what makes it so miserable here. Is it's
No,
humid.
it's okay here. It is okay because there's a fan hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I have one of those too right now, and that's not helping at all. That's nice though. Actually, I've got to take Daisy for a walk and then maybe lay out in the blistering sun. I don't know. I have lots of time on my hands right now. Wow, look at that. It's a demonic looking sky. CERN, you're like on the same parallel. Oh, no, not quite. You're closer to CERN than I am. Has anybody heard about the time capsule yet under the Guidestones? What happened? If they've erected it? Anything happened? 65 degrees in Indiana. What's going on with that? Oh my gosh, guys, it's like 100 here almost. I mean, this is very normal for Georgia.
I think the real guide stones are the stones, which are pieces of the giant ancient petrified trees. And when you lay your tool against a stone and alter it, when you build an altar to God, it says in the Bible that you defiled it when you lay your tool upon it. So if you look at the stones and how they're really pieces of the big giant trees, which the mountains are clearly seen to be photographed and videoed with bark and rings and colors of cedar, and it's no denial that petrified ancient huge trees are littered in the landscape. All of it is rocks, pieces of the tree breaking down. And where was I going with this? Yeah, the rings and the energy in the circle, everything is from this tree. And I had something else I can't remember.
Yeah, the giants, that was blue granite. So they just blew up giant pieces. Yeah, I mean, nobody understands the world that we live in, and either did I until recently. So I don't know what the symbology is there.
So everything we dig for in the minerals of the earth come from the giant trees. The oil, the silver, the gold is found in these veins in the rock, which is a petrified tree, and it shows you that the giant tree held these minerals and produced these minerals and oils and saps and syrup and who knows what else. I mean, wow.
Yeah, wow. And we're just cutting them down and recycling them. And
In the news, a 300-year-old tree, it got people were trying to stop from getting cut, but it was destined to be cut. Some 300-year-old tree.
oh yeah. Nobody cares about much these days. Trees, people, animals, earth seems to be the going thing.
The energy, the breakdown of the trees and the crumbling of the crust in the echoes of time of a harmonic dustified war region were caught in a net of fear-mongering region season of antennas of electric lightning bolts biologically threatening directly cancer-firing our bodies into temples of graves, which they live daily, eating our flesh in pots of abominable things and baby sacrifice and abortion and all this stuff and rituals and blowing up the monument of altar of Bell or whatever they call it, the recent in the news, the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, that was the whole tree thing about the trees and going back to the breeze of the things that we need in the harmonic breeze of the season of preaching the truth to light, spoken with no fright. Where was it going with this? Yeah, the trees, the breakdown, and what? Too much to talk about. Too much.
So the trees
Trees
are
grows in
all
the rings and the Lord of the Rings and how it sings the eternal song of the profound land ground, harmonic grace, no gates of wasted desolations.
so poetic, but so on point. I know. So are the rocks tree parts. Yeah.
Like it, Alex Jones says there's a turd in the punch bowl, so it ruins the whole, the punch. I mean, one little turd ruins. So it's like the altar of grace of the energy, harmonic symbolism of the manufactured ingredients of life on Earth have been altered and dustified because of some kind of reflection of an image cast to the land, and lightning bolts that make things decay and break apart and cellularly destruct, crumble into a broken bread on a cross of targets and taking down the body temple, broken bread, and being eaten alive by some kind of an energy beast in the field that we can't see because it's so tiny. It brought me to my knees.
Wow. You are on a roll this morning, Death Bread. Wow.
I don't know the energy, so you just to tap into it's always there, and people are afraid and scared to prepare. You don't even have to prepare. It's like it's in the air.
It's in the air. That's it. It's in the air, the ether. Everything's in the ether. We are about to tap into telepathy. Nobody understands how magnificent this age of Aquarius actually is going to be. I think that's what we're on the brink of. Seriously. And, it's going to be magnificent, like antiquity times. Like, I don't know. Something's happening. I feel like
the computer
I'm made
signing the
computer.
The computer was almost keeping up to my thoughts, and when I was using the cell phone yesterday, it was so quick. It was like telepathic thought before I even typed it. It was already typed. It was already linked. It was already hit go proceed. It was like I kind of saw like, wow, the computer's gonna try to get so fast to overcome us, to get a step ahead of us and keep us down in this electric sound, profound crowns cast to the ground sound round.
So you think the frequencies are going to change the world and love and put us in a different frequency, or do you think we're just doomed? What do you think, Death Bread? Do you think this is the beginning of the new era or the end?
Well, if we knew why the end arrived and why the trees fell and broken down and crowns cast to the ground, some kind of ancient spell, like it's just ignorance. It's like if we knew the truth, it's not, it's free. It's already like rich already. It's like, well, you had the gold the whole time, it's right in front of your eyes, type of thing. Like if we knew the knowledge of the truth of the simple roof and why it collapsed and why the eternal song was cast down, like we would fix the profound and hear the sound of grace fully round.
What are you cooking there? Just boiling some water.
It was just to show the rings and the circle and the trees and the bee and you stick in the and you get to the pattern of the truth and the image and the roof and the up and above and around the sound woven in the crown. That Star of David, how they have it interloped and interwoven, and their forces of magnetic understandings, nature and sorcery and spells and the simple stuff that nobody wants to tell because it wouldn't be worth anything anymore. They'd be like, okay, you can't sell us up down the river without a paddle anymore.
Exactly. Selling us illusions. They're selling us illusions for so long. When is it going to end? It might end right now. It could end. We could be the new reset that ends their illusions. Do you guys realize that? That this could be at the end of illusionary world if we really wanted it to be. Aw.
It looks like a raccoon tail.
I know.
And
It
she was
does.
sleeping last night. She was snoring and sleeping. I thought, or I think it looked, everything sounded like she was sleeping and looked like she was sleeping. But at the same time she's sleeping, this thing back here, when I moved the blanket away, it was like talking like this, like as if it was conscious and awake and like a, you know, like the other half of a two-headed worm, or this is the, you cut the tail off, it would keep living type of, like the Hand in the Monsters Addams Family, the Hand. It has its own consciousness, but it was, she was sleeping and snoring and everything, and then the tail was like alive, talking to me like, hey, stay away from me, don't move the blanket. Like it was like another entity.
It's their third eye. I know. I've been wondering about my cat. Same thing. Wagging the tail while he's sleeping. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen that before. Like, yeah, their third eye's open. Oh, that's so funny. Looks like a raccoon for sure. What's her name?
Peppy.
Peppy. Oh, I know you told me that. I'm sorry. Peppy. Like Pepe Le Pew. Peppy. Peppy doesn't want to be woken right now. This is nap time. What's up, Steve-O? Oh my goodness. Hey, Duck. Hey, Wrecking Crew's in the house. Yeah. I just watched your video before I came on here. And you know that I think highly of you. So don't put me in that category, Aurora. So yeah, I already knew. We were already warned about this. I'm well aware of it. I just have to be careful, because the knocks on the door and all. Dozer finished them off, and still they won't stand with us. I'm running real lean on giving a shit. That's cool. Like I told you guys, everybody's for themselves. And when it comes down to it, yeah, bunch of damn cowards. We have Americans with a lot of lack ballless Americans. So I get it, Aurora. Take care of your family and yourself. Honestly, because people will turn their backs on you like that. So it is what it is. Just know that the optics are high. As you can see, the optics are high, right? Look at that sky. Come on. See, I'd like to take a BB gun. I would like to take a BB gun and shoot that light right there, along with a lot of lights, like the one in front of my house.
I saw a guy buying a rifle at a Walmart yesterday, and this light bulb isn't broken. So yeah, it's the target.
Ah, nice. Targets. Lots of targets out there, right? Oh.
Yeah, and Target store has rings, like the tree rings, and they.
Yeah, if you start realizing that every symbol, all their symbology is written, it means all the same thing. This is your awakening. This is awakening that people go through, like myself, knowing that. we're being mind controlled at every aspect. But and it means the same thing. Plasma events, lightning bolts all over the place.
Purple clouds.
Purple clouds, yeah. Purple.
One day over Walmart in the hill here in Maine, northern, the clouds were purple as all heck. It was like purple like a crayon. It was funny.
Was that on July 6th? Was that just 2 days ago?
No, it was like last year sometime.
Yep, stage lighting. So what are you gonna do today? What's on the schedule for Death Bread? What is Death Bread?
I just wanna fly. No.
Oh, you gonna do some fishing? What do you do on your days? You
I
just
don't
chill?
know. I could get hired if I wanted to work a job, but I don't know. I just wanna fly.
I'm trying to figure out the same thing. Do I want to go to slave mentality? Or do I want to be off grid? Do I
I
want
want
to
to
go
fly
fight
away. I want to fly to a desert island, to a wilderness, and rest a while.
Yeah, you got that $1,000 ticket now. Fly away, man. That's bullshit. That's
Keep the
outrageous.
vibes high.
Keep the vibes high. I know. Keep the vibes high. I'm trying. I've got another month of keeping my vibes high. This is gonna be grueling the next few weeks. Oh, I got some. Keep the vibes high. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep my vibes high. All right. High as a kite.
Jaman.
Jama. I wish I was on a beach with some vibes like that. In Jamaica, maybe. I have no idea. So the time is now. The time is now. Time is now to do whatever you want to do. I know that, but like at the same time, we're going into a new dimension, new plane, a new world. Maybe that we'll be able to really read each other's thoughts on a different level. Wouldn't that be something? Like I can sit here and communicate with you by looking at your screen, but not really.
That's scary to think that the tapped in eternal worm would vibrate a fire into people's blood that would make them crumble into ash before our feet, like the Bible says. It's a defeat of their own means because they shot themselves in the foot. Didn't they, Lord?
Well, that's happening. Can't you tell all the deaths lately of every age? That's happening. They didn't miss it.
Yeah. Like that guy Justin Bieber, my face went half paralyzed. Yeah, it's some kind of this and that, like this, like that, and that, and this and that. But it really was the shot. He took the vaccination. He got that
Yeah, like
Great.
Brad Pitt's got the same thing going on. I just heard that yesterday. I was like, I don't like to keep up with gossip of those people, but it's kind of like interesting when they go, oh, highlight their but his face is paralyzed, half of it. Same thing with Justin Bieber, but no mention of the snake venom shot. Oh, really? I'm surprised somebody like Brad Pitt would go along with something like that. Like these people actually took the snake venom. Like I don't even get that. Like I don't even get these people that are in the One Eye Fight Club that do go along with the project. That's how mind controlled they are. Twisted. That's really shocking.
Could be acting though. They're actors, and this nightmare goes deeper than any one human could ever imagine or hear or see. It's so.
Yeah, I love that. That's the nightmares. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that Crystal Lake. Think about it. Crystal Lake. crystals.
The blob.
Crystals.
Crystal Lake. Crystal meth. The blob.
Yeah, dark crystal. Remember the dark crystal? There you go. There's those archons around the dark purple crystal. Hey, guys. Good to see you. You want to come and chat? I'm just doing a quick morning chatty do.
The archons
So
is the purple mist, the purple rain.
It's actually the black goo rain. And if anything, the people that are responsible for the Georgia Guidestone should be going to Falkland Islands next. Check it out. Black Goo Island. Falkland Islands. How come nobody talks about it? Oh boy. The Fourth Reich, the Fifth Reich. Yeah. Oh, it's so outrageous. This whole world. So yeah, the AI is taking over the black goo. The sentient being is in all of us. We're all part of the board.
And a fly landed on my arm, and there's a fly in front of my face, and a bird flew overhead, and all these creatures were just like before my face right now. Whoa! Right from nature. A fly was on my arm. You know, all these creatures, right just when you were talking about that.
Oh yeah, they're all around. Oh,
The black goo, the what
even my cat has black goo. All of them. Every living thing that I'm looking at has been tainted with the black goo. Everything. Every molecule, every particle, every nanoparticle.
Isn't mold something else? The spores and how it goes anywhere, and isn't that amazing? Like everything is like, what's going on? Hey.
Yeah. We live in a fungus world, and that's where it all began for me in the microscope. Fungus world, yeah. We are being taken over by fungus, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so outrageous. It's like
that band is called
like
Fungus Among Us.
Yeah, the fungus among us. It's that worm. It really is, and we're being like
Purple
controlled.
People Eater movie, some kind of monster, and it says People Eater. So the bread on the cross broken, the trees broken down. There's some kind of beast in the field, and we don't have to tame it. We can't see it. We can't. It's tiny. It's small. It's the smallest of matters. We're tripping off all over it. Try to get that cartwheel going ahead, and a cart, a food cart, trying to go ahead on flat cement. But if there's a little pebble there, a little rock, it'll stall that wheel, and doosh, it cause the whole tray to fall, and the food gets messed up, and the life force and the energy, and you don't remember what it looked like, the cake before the happy birthday, or went a riot, or down a hole to Alice in Wonderland, and yada yada.
Yeah, and then you find out that you're deep in the rabbit hole. Oh my gosh.
So Chris Cornell hung himself with like a rope or a bag into some kind of circle and suffocating a bag. Robin Williams, I don't know, but anyways, the Taurus field, the circle, the halo. Everyone to see the halo. Beyonce song, whatever. And yeah, the circle, the tire, the wheel, the circle of life. Da-na-na.
Oh yeah, the circle of life. That's why I have no fear. Exactly what you just mentioned is why I have no fear, because we live in a circle of life. You can see it every day. I don't need anybody to tell me that there's no God.
There's ear, and the word fear has ear in it. So hear, ear, fear, ear, and rings and sings in perfect vibration, a harmonic reflection image that strengthens the temple of the life without it fright and falling into night. Nest on a branch, can't take or relax. Only see an X.
Yeah, the X. It's in the X. People understand the X is Christ.
I said Axe, A-X-E, but yeah, X too. It's all the symbol is all the same kaleidoscope of death, life. What's the deal?
Black and white duality. Yeah, so no
Yeah, the
fear.
checkered field, black and white, and north poles and south poles, and compasses and needles, and the animals know the magnetic field, and the dolphin and the whale, and the everything is like, yeah, the science channels show and said about the animals, yo, and how the trees and everything sings in vibrations that we cannot see or hear.
Oh, I can hear the vibrations and I can hear him sing. I have no fear. For God is here. It's in everything.
I think
Oh
they were saying
God.
like, and they said about the scallops, you can put a light down there, and then the scallops, they just found out they'll go to the light, and then they're able to harvest the scallops easier. They just found out.
You ever realize if you just turn off everything, your life's fine? You guys ever realize if you just turn off everything, like
Charles
everything,
Manson
like
said, I don't need, what do I need electricity for?
I know. Well, that's the electric devil. Just turn down electric devil and things can enter your life. Let them manifest, being channeled into your life.
Because the muscles constrict when the electricity hits your body, so it makes sense. It would control people's minds and cause them to go insane and fearful and be, I don't know what, came over me. And then they say they take these pills, pharmaceuticals, and they go out of reality and think life is a video game. So people don't know what to make sense of it. So they're kind of like in a car. It's like children in a car, and a Lexus or Ferrari, and they hit the gas or whatever, and just too much power too quick.
Oh, yeah.
No guidance system in the computer of the car or in the human head or mind or consciousness, because they've all been lied to, and they can't stand upright because many devices had been sought against man to make him bow to, the grave, to people's idols of whatever it is, an Elvis statue or some other wooden pillar of an image that kind of doesn't tell you the whole story as the bird flies by, of all in all, until I can't even talk about the obvious, obvious, obvious.
So obvious. So obvious. That's why we find
Circular.
that's why we're magnetized to each other, because I cannot literally hang out with these zombies. I cannot be around them. I cannot communicate with them anymore.
Don't share your personal life with them. Don't tell them nothing.
I do. I spray it all over YouTube. I know. Well, because we're all in the Borg together. I realize that. But like this thing with like, I know there's something. They are too poisoned, and I can see this. I can see the light. I know that I'm mind controlled too. I get it. We're all mind controlled, but I deprogram. I try to deprogram myself.
People are in their own caves of their mind with whatever light they got to shine the shadows of their thought.
I mean, I'm in my own same cave light. I get it. I mean, I'm no better than a lot of everybody else, but you control your own nanobots, and that's where you got to realize that you got to control your own. You got to control your own Borg. That's what I'm trying to say.
Centrifugal force.
So let me ask you: are you happier being off grid and not a part of the slave society, or is it? Are you happier just being tiptoeing in slave society, and being aware? But which side do you think you'd be happier? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well,
make a tree fort. Make a tree fort. Somehow.
Yeah.
Make a tree fort. It used to be all the trees collapsed and the mountains are petrified rock tree. It's all tree. So there probably was a big tree fort before our time, and everybody lived in the tree, and the tree went up way up, and there's all these branches and different families and different people, and then it all collapsed somehow. Because the star and the tree and Christmas and all this mythology, paganism, whatever you call it, all these tapestries of the magnetic nature of life, historian of mankind, it's like stacking up the paperwork of a book that's like, okay, we can see the ancient of times now, and knowledge has increased, and we can figure that this, that, we can see what is going on. Hey, hey, yeah, when I'm singing, like, what's going on? I could see these little animals, mosquitoes flying in front of me, going real quick and fancy and fun, and like birds flying in the wave, going like up and down, like a like a ripple in a tide of the sea that breeze at the tree at the shoreline at night. It's like how difficult to describe the flitter flatter of but the bird like glides and goes like coasting over up and down in like a wave. Yeah, that's the word, like a wave, like peaks
like
and valleys and
wave.
low on off no yes no yes negative positive negative new yang yang noon. Things that are symmetrical and make sense image
Not
wise, even
symmetrical.
the letters of the languages and what they're describing in 3D and y-axis, z-axis, and x-axis to 3D modeling type world, not a flat paperwork of boringness, but a Internet of Things, right? There's the shill word. I'll say Internet of Things, and I'm a shill. He said Internet of Things. He wants to plug us. He wants to chip us all with a bee. The bees are, where happened all the bees? I don't know. The bees are building nests in the people's bodies, and when they're slept, they crawl in their ears, and nobody knows everyone has bees in their heads. There's wow, that's
Oh,
I only made that
bees,
up because a
hive
bee
mind.
flew in front of my face. It was a bumblebee. It flew right in front of me, so I just kind of went with that. And the nature of nature.
Yeah, your mind's flowing in the aspect of what it's flowing, and that's
because of the cannabis,
cannabis. Yeah, Death Row doesn't do any meth, guys.
Final countdown. When he
Final
really do the
countdown.
math, I don't know when he will do the maths. What is meth, anyways? Methamphetamines. People talk about drugs and heroines and fentanyls and suboxones and all these little. And people are young daughters are taking needles and put it in their veins and then pushing in these substances of crushed up pills and boiled spoons with fire and holy mackerel.
Oh, mackerel. Yeah. And you just summed up the picture of the world, and it is a dark place. Holy shit. You're being mind controlled. Hiveless bees. Hiveless. We're hiveless. You get that? That dude that came on my channel? Hiveless bee. Get that name? I was like, that's such a fucking beautiful name. That's how I found that dude. Because of his fucking name. I was like, dude, that's a fucking beautiful name. Hiveless bee. I was like, oh. And look at who the guy is.
It's unique. You remember it.
Yeah, I remember it, all right.
3 syllables.
3 syllables. Yeah, that's the marketing for you. 3 syllables. It pairs the threes.
Yeah, it echoes.
Very memorable.
Right. Yeah.
Impressionable.
It reflects. Yes. Pattern is like a spider web perfect in the magnetic wind. Isn't that weird? The other insects have different, the wings flatter, different frequency rate, flatter of the different in the, it's what in the web, the spider like makes a web to frequency in or harmonically connect to that whatever it's hunting. It's like I need to catch these tiny mosquitoes, so it'll make a nest where it's like kind of like, okay, this tiny mosquito will get caught in this kind of nest because of the pattern of the way I laid it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
pattern. I was about to show you.
The web would be more fine and closer together to catch. Like, I don't know. Like, I just wonder how these animals think. They have some kind of. I've seen this. They cut a worm in half, and wow, the scary biogenetically engineering of this some kind of parasite or something. Here's a simple worm. We were able to like pair its genes or gene splicing or something shown us on the microscope, and they cuts the worm in half, and it grows another head, and it's able to replicate itself and have like a frog to replace leg type of thing in the tissues. So they had this 2-headed worm, and it was swimming around, and then they're like, "This is da da da." Like I don't know where I'm going with this, but it was really odd. This guy had a library of books behind him, and he was describing all his experiments, and I'm like, what was this? What was he talking about? Well, I don't forget what the point was, but it was just so like cuckoo, it was circusy. It was like, wow, people really doing this. Like they were able to make the worm grow another head by tricking the genes to the cells to think that, okay, we need to build a head. So the genes of it built a head instead of the tail. And then this worm would go around with two heads, and one's going the other way, the other one's going the other way. They can't really communicate effectively, so they kind of don't eat as much. But I mean, weirdness. Just another thing,
Yeah,
the
the worm.
microscope with the black lights and microscopes and all the nano dust. And when you get obsessed with it, you see that stuff and all that, you're like, holy mackerel. I don't want to. I don't want to see, especially if you smoke too and get it anybody the greens, and then you're really on the high frequency and you're seeing all this low frequency stuff around you, and you're like, whoa, I don't want to see this stuff. This is
it's too disturbing.
People don't want to even realize that they do know some of this stuff, but they don't want to really like see everything for what it is, like, and figure it out to a higher level of like blossoming, like to like flying around like you can imagine, or just energy, and just the tree that fell in the ancient mountains, a tree, ancient, tall, biblical. I even filmed it on Vintage of the Forest on my channel, showing near the river. The mountain ridge is really a giant petrified tree. You can see the rings and the red and the bark, and it was just like, what the heck? Like, I'm gonna go back there and take pictures of that. I got a better phone and stuff, so I can maybe go live from there and maybe show like different, show pit angles of that, like obvious, like, wow, like look at this profound thing, like realize like what has happened here, what's going on, like this ain't a forest around us, it's just little bushes right now, it's not really anything, it's like little seedlings of the once was huge ancient biblical Jumango trees. Like, why wouldn't, even if they say there's dinosaurs, all this, they say there's giants, they say there's dinosaurs, all this big stuff or whatever. So, in the big fruit too, and they were talking about big fruit and the abundance of fruit, and the people saying that things grow larger and live longer in the old days because there was more oxygen. Well, why would there be more oxygen? Because there's huge trees. There's more trees, wasn't there? I'm losing my breath. I can't talk anymore. Okay, time to go in the casket. Goodbye.
Definitely go live and take a bit. Do it. I'll show up there. Set it up. Do it live.
Yeah, if the phone works. I think I got a phone that works, so I'll be able to connect to the 3M GM grid, whatever this satanic beast system is, and hopefully there's some half-awake humans connected into the Borg matrix of this.
I'm plugged in. Don't worry, I'll be there.
Like in the Matrix when they had that centipede wire go up their back of their heads and the neck. You're connected, like what the heck?
Yeah, I'm connected in my third eye.
He, at the end of the other movie, he plugs into the beast, centipedes, matrix, machines, whatever, and he goes and defeats it by plugging himself into it and defeating the matrix once and for all for everyone or something. Oh man. But it's all like construction of particles and elements and things building up and matter, living biological and plant life and animal life, and it's about building and growing and it's about
my kale's plugged into the Borg. I mean, come on.
The structure and how it's made up, like it just seems like why is there pain here and death and dissolving?
Yeah.
What is this energy that's going around affecting it? The entire creation, grownness and travail and pain together until now. Something is said along those words.
I'm listening. Keep on going.
Maybe we're already shot and I'm just standing in the spotlight, wondering why everyone's got the fright. Everyone's going in the dark, in the holes, and falling out of the knowledge of the whole truth, like of understanding of all, but overstanding it, like standing on the words of the book, of the ship, of the box, of the construction, of the foundation, of the temple laid base to figure out the eternal life, the kingdom of light that cannot be bent, like cannot be swayed or broken into or disturbed with darkness. Or
Oh, it's like 100 degrees out there. I had to take my rabbit. I had to bring my rabbits in. Too hot out there. Disturbed by darkness. Yeah, I'm disturbed by darkness. But I'll get over it. Oh well, it's part of life. Keep on going, Death Bread. I'm listening. I'm multitasking. Oh, I'm gonna
as
have
the
to switch
people
it up.
slept, Tom was aware and awake and found the stake that was driven in the heart of the earth in the matter, in the camp of the saints.
The camp of the saints. Oh boy. I don't think I'm gonna be part of that camp. It's okay. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna switch to my computer. I'm listening. My battery is gonna die. I'm enjoying it. I know I get some trolls trolling us, but who cares?
Anybody hear my voice?
Okay. Loud and clear, 10-4. Oh. The hive mind. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm the office. I'm the queen bee, apparently. This is my office. Ugh. I gotta switch rooms, guys. So sorry. I switched devices or it's gonna close that on me. I'm listening, definitely. It's just I'm
There's
gonna
a
get
nice wind going on here, nice breeze, right? You know, pretty steady every now and then. It's awesome weather right now.
I wish I had that breeze here. I don't. I really don't. It's miserable. It's so really got awful here. It's a bad one today. I feel bad for the animals, but at least it rained. Yeah, at least it rained. Well, that's good. You got a breeze. What are you gonna do today? Are you gardening or what are you doing out there?
It has to do with heat. You know, blood's boiling. People get heated arguments, heated debates,
Oh,
and
yeah.
people call the cops on you, and then before you know it, you know the heat's on whatever they say, the heat's on your back, or you know they say, oh, you're catching some heat, you know, or
Yeah.
it has to all do with fire and how, you know, the energy of fire and how it all works and how we don't understand it, so we're just getting burnt in all kinds of ways because we're not sticking to the correct maze, which isn't a maze, you know.
Yeah.
We still like the hall of mirrors that's bent and messed up. Like people don't want to see the straight and narrow of what's really like profound and like pure.
Yeah. They don't want to wait to reality. Cowards. Fucking cowards.
They have their minds made up. Like I'm gonna get a grave and I'm gonna go to the casket and I'm gonna do this. My life's all planned out. I'm gonna, you know, like people are falling short of something. They're not waking up. Because falling asleep has to do with death, and it describes it as it was a dragonfly that just landed and left.
Oh, I love dragonflies. I've seen a few this year. What kind? Black and white?
It was like a bluish type of greenish, like an old 57 Chevy type, that blue or whatever that color is.
Yeah. I see those.
Or like corrosion or on a battery, that type of blue. Corrosion on dust buildup on a battery or a faucet that's blue. That's the color it was.
Oh, corrosion. Corrosion dragonfly.
That's what we're looking at when the sky's blue. It's just corrosion, man. It's corroded.
Seriously, I get it. Yeah.
And then they give you work clothes of blue, and your Walmart's blue. It's all corroded. The blue blue collar workers.
Fake blue sky. Yeah.
Charge you, hire you, fire you, put you through this energetic circle of a paradigm of, you know, satanic hexes and whatever their angles of argument are, and their lectures of alphabet constructions, their patterns of mimicry, and their cages of their mind. Like, I'm going to be trapped in their false reality that's just a lie. Keep lying, lie it, lie again, lie, lie out. What are we all saying? What are we saying? What are we?
We're repeating their magic, the
The
blah
nest.
blah blah. That's
Yeah,
what's happening. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're so programmed. It's so crazy. Oh,
There's a nest up there, and the bird's up there in that tree with a nest, and it probably has babies going, and everything's fine for it. I'm catching worms and hunting, and everything's good for the animals, but us humans, or whatever you call us, mankind, or I don't know, mankind, or we're like, we don't understand simple feng shui, or like,
yeah.
I don't know
It
what to
was
say.
intentionally done to us. Look, we live in boxes. You ever
Dumbed.
think about that? We live in a fucking box. Like,
That's why I
live in a
just,
box.
That's why I like being outside, and
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
being
I get
outside,
it.
and I can feel the mist of the rain hitting me right now, like a little bit,
Yeah.
and the wind and the trees in the distance. And there's that nest up there. Like I was saying, that bird has it all figured out. They have it. Like when I was in the kidnap camp there recently, I look out the window and you see the birds all flying, the pigeons and the little sparrows, and they're all happy, and spring's here, and they're all in love, and they're mating, or they're building nests, they're hunting, they're pairing up, they're being social, they're friendly, they're flying and gliding around and having fun, and like this happiness wave of nature that's like everything.
Until the cat comes and tries to kill him,
Oh,
or a bad storm.
yeah, all these
So,
underground, the occult. There you go. Don't, the occult.
Well, it's nature, the circle of life. That's
Two birds
seriously.
There's some daisies way over there, white daisies against the edge of the field.
Speaking
Bunch
of
of them.
a bunch of them, huh? None here. Daisy. Come on. No. Sorry. Hold on. I'm having complications. Crazy Daisy. Aw. My Daisy is being crazy. Aw. Look at that sweet kitty. No. Oh, hey, Ruth. So, very poetic, very mind opening. That's what I actually needed. I needed some of that today, Death Bread. I needed some of your poetic.
There's the claw of the, there's the claw. Claw.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't like it. I have the claw too. Right now, she's clawing me. Mine's clawing me. Oh my gosh. You want to see the claw on her? Look at this. She's got the claws. Come here. Let me see the claw. Look at these. And I gave her a bath yesterday. She's always dirty. She takes an Egyptian bath every day.
Oh, a Dalmatian?
Yeah.
I had a Dalmatian when I was a kid, like 8.
Well, did she drive you crazy? Because this one does. Oh,
It was named Heidi, and it was a big, large one.
stop. Oh, well,
And
she's,
it jumped
jumped what?
through the window when we were away one weekend or 2 days or something. It jumped out the front window, 2 panes of glass at a condo.
And then what happened?
And then it got bloody face. It was okay, but then it died later of a kidney failure.
Oh, wow. From the accident, or just the bad kidney?
Just because probably the pipes in America are fully polluted and diluted into death or something, or maybe shots. They're given to shots. They give them to humans and they get cancer. I think from the dogs. Oh, I got thigh cancer in the bone on the bone joint, and one of the dogs was a Great Dane black one had cancer in the rear hip joint, wherever that is, and what.
Mm-hmm.
I think of these injections, rabies shots, all these shots, this, that, what, gets deposited in the body, stays in there forever, you know, and you got to deal with it at some point, or it affects the body in some way. And yeah, they keep us dumbed down. They keep us on low vibration.
Oh,
You know,
me and Billy Goats have problems. Yeah, me and Billy Goats have problems. Yeah.
it's always
This-
raining.
Yeah.
The wine press, it's always bleeding. Everything's always like wet and damp and moist and like a jungle and impossible to live in.
Oh boy.
There's no balance. It's just all downward castrations of morbid mongoose. I don't know what's broken loose.
Speaking of castrations, that's on a rise. That's on a rise. Apparently, lots of men are getting vasectomies. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Kamala Harris has the news on the Twitter heard today saying she's calling for men to do that, and it'll be better in the USA.
Oh, well, I think that, well, you know, well, maybe it is a good idea. Actually,
No, I think that they got rid of the abortion Roe versus Wade because the fertility rate has gone down so much with 1.5 or below, you know, replacement of population. So they probably had to get rid of this Roe void, you know, or else the society is going to be no more society, you know.
Or maybe they just need living body parts are more valuable. You know, think about it. If there's less of us to feed, yeah, because they're getting organs and stuff. You know, they need living body parts.
That's true too. Yeah, they need a pool of They say they want to get rid. They say they want to reduce the population. Well, maybe the Georgia Guidestone's being broken down. It's like, okay, we've reduced it already with this COVID stuff. We killed so many people. They don't know how many we killed, but we got our goals now, and actually we're now. I don't know.
That's what I think about it. Exactly what I think about it. If you really
Hey, we
want to know.
succeeded. Look at this
Succeeded.
the other shooting in Texas, Uvalde, and how that shortly after, a few days later, 3 or 4 days, like, we're going to demolish the school. And I was like, oh, just like Sandy Hook. Or I shouldn't say this because the algorithms are going to zap our channel with a
It's
taser.
already zapped. I'm already zapped.
Yeah,
Come on.
you're the one that has a
You should know
taser. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, algorithms, please. Yeah. Once you're zapped, you're already zapped. So once you're tagged, you're already bagged. So we're all bagged and tagged. Look at Strontium 90. Go check it out.
Oh, no. I just want to know about
Everybody-
baking soda, the healing powers of baking soda, and how it alkalizes the body and takes away acidic and heartburn and belly issues and it takes away cancer because the cancer likes acidic environment. So you hose that off in your organs, and the cancer inflammation goes away, the bleeding, the anything. It's like it's strengthened. It keeps the particles together and more. You know, it's used in bacon. How does baking soda affect bacon and making bread? It causes the bread to do what, with or without it? What is the effect? It probably binds the bread, or whatever it does. And baking soda is oh God, who knows who's translating today? Translating today.
Strontium 90 is just a permanent thing. So nobody's going anywhere. We're all dead. Eventually, we're all going to die. We all know that.
Like the Japanese minister that got shot and assassinated.
Yeah.
He got slew. Someone broke through. They take a king's house and they are able to break in and, what does it say? First, they got to bind the strong man. And then you got to put you under bounds of paperwork and bindings and binders of books and bondage. They make books on you. They take you to booking in jails and call it booking. So they make public copyright. They make you sign papers so you can. They can have the right to make up stories about you, and they're okay with it. And the newspapers and the Masonic degrees and all this. It's all just a mind FUC and a Jason. There's a little tent over here. I'm not going to show it, but there's a tent over here. So like that would have been funny showing the tent and
Yeah.
It is, dear. I'm kind of freaking myself. It's going to get dark soon. I'm going to be more freaked out.
I know, right? Don't go watch the movie.
I mean, I feel safer in the woods anyway. Go to the dark woods at night, and I feel safer than being on the grid. And all these agencies and people know your address and what taxes you owe, and there's fines and your fees, and you're no, bring it to your knees. And it's just like such a death grid. It's like join the death call, join the call, join the cult. Stargate. What is that in California with the Nike shoes? Stargate. And Haley's Comet. We're gonna leave with our consciousness. Our bodies aren't gonna be with us, but they're just vessels to deposit here for other
I know.
insects to inhabit, to take.
Such
What?
mockery. I know, it's such mockery. It's just so blatant. They're so bold in our face and nobody sees it. It's so outrageous. It makes me just want to drink a beer.
I found an orange butterfly when I was rollerblading down the street to town the other day, and it was dead in the road, but it was a pretty orange butterfly, so I picked it up and saved it, and I got it still.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you saved its body? It's dead,
It was
though?
yeah, it's a whole I just put it in a container, and it's pretty. It has orange wings, and it was just I don't know.
Nice.
I guess
keep
it died.
butterflies.
Maybe yeah, I seen you had a butterfly on your wall, a
I have a
collection.
bunch. Yeah, I have them in jars too. Like you said, I collect them if I find them. Yeah, I have those. Yeah, butterfly effect. Yeah, we live in the butterfly effect.
There was that
Sorry.
thing they see on the History Channel, like if one guy kills a butterfly on the other side in Asia, the whole world will be affected to nature itself. Like
Yeah.
the ripple effect. That people say that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
the
true to an
ripple.
extent, but I mean,
To an
let's not
extent.
get carried away too far
Yes.
now.
Don't get too carried away in their illusions, their fantasy world.
I wonder. They say the firmament and the water and the heavens, and there is no space, and you can't. And what like, like what about space? Going to other planets? I don't know. I read in a
Yeah.
book it said Seventh Day Adventists believe that Jesus went to some other planet and is building up a kingdom or to receive us, and he's gonna come back here and take us away to his other planet in the Pleiades star galaxy system or something. Some book was saying.
Wow,
But
that's
that's
what
what
they
they-
believe in, huh?
That's
Wow.
what this guy with this guy that talked to the spirits in Canada and went to underground and seen pictures on the wall and the demons you'd worship and the musicians and the political people in Canada, Toronto area, lawyers. They have typewriters and they just put the paper in there, and whatever client was, worshiping the spirit or whatever, then the paper and the typewriter would automatically type out the words for his case to be all resolved and all this, as long as they worshipped, Lucifer. And
Yeah.
the dark entity spirits, they get all these worldly gains and songs and fame and everything.
Yep. Get your worldly gains. Go to the place with the cross on it. That's what I was told. And I see my worldly gains. I have no worldly gains because I don't join the cross cult. Yeah.
The cross, the box, the cross cult, the crossroads.
Cross cult. The cross cult. It's crazy.
The chicken crossed the road. Then the comic book and the newspaper said, "Oh, why did the chicken cross the road?" He said, "Well, why did he cross the road in the first place?" I don't know. Said something. You can't remember. Oh well, Matrix shattered illusions, maybe illusions of truths.
Yeah. Matrix Shattered Illusions. That cartoon Chicken Little is such a great one, especially when the sky is falling. It's like, wow.
I never saw that Chicken Little cartoon and the sky is falling. Huh?
Yeah, look at the end of the movie. It's excellent.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey guys, hey boy. Yeah, at the beginning of my other channel, that's where I started my channel with the Chicken Little and the sky is falling, and he's trying to scream to everybody.
I want to
Sky's
say to Deathbed, dude, I
Awesome.
dream of a world where a chicken can just cross the road without being asked for his reasons. Cross the road.
For his ID. You got your chicken ID?
Why did you cross the road, dude? I just crossed the road. I'm just a chicken crossing the road. Why are you so fucking worried, dude? Why you want to know why the chicken crossed the road? Every day, chickens cross many roads.
right.
Yeah, I
Just
think so.
leave this chicken alone.
Why
I see
did this
people
chicken jump
he's
the
got-
fence?
folks have
that's
in the
a
yard.
more poignant question to ask.
They
Why
never.
did the chicken jump the fence.
The chickens never leave the yard. I saw people have chickens and they don't have them, fenced up. They just stay in the yard, even near the road where cars go by.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because there's a road nearby, and you know what chickens do. They cross the road. If you have a road, you don't need a fence.
Oh boy. Yeah, because they're programmed. They're content. Ththey've been in a simulated reality where they
I was
get fed every day.
I worked in this school, like installing security equipment, And this nurse was saying to another nurse, like, oh yeah, the infants of the human beings, the human being's body when we're born, it's the most comparable to a chicken. The organs, the sex organs. She was saying the sex organs are most comparable to a chicken. I heard her saying this. I heard her saying this when I was working on the ladder in the tile of the. I was like, holy mackerel! Enter the Stars said this about chickens and Pizzagate and children and kidnapping or all this stuff and human trafficking and all these little code words they use. And it was just weird because after I heard Enter the Stars
That's
say all
weird,
this
dude,
stuff.
because birds are specifically not like mammals. Specifically in that area.
Well, they do
You
fly.
might-
They fly. So maybe we do fly.
Yeah, right.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe in the genome
Maybe
there's some
you're
kind of
high, no?
maybe there's a tailbone wings or something that got snipped.
I mean, it's called a fucking cloaca. Okay, it's a cloaca. That's how it's called.
Oh, it's like a handheld clock type of coin that opens up and has some kind of spinning gyroscopic
I
energy
don't know
creator.
how it goes. No, I don't. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it might be. I mean, that's where the eggs come from.
A
So-
ninja star, going to Voyager's house. Be right back. Mary Poppins with the umbrella.
I was just saying egg.
Oh, you're Mork and Mindy, and Mork flies in on an egg from another planet. Like, what's that about? There's a chicken in the egg right there. Whoa.
Something about the eggs.
And the
There's
humans.
some-
Oh
there's
man,
something about eggs, guys.
I've seen an egg, a blue robin egg, cracked on the ground. Maybe it already was born, but yeah, what's with the egg? What
Yeah,
came
what's with
first,
the
the chicken or the egg? And
The egg. I know it's the egg. For many reasons. So don't even
Yeah.
get me started about that one. Let's just stay with the chicken on the road.
I never heard an answer. I just only heard the question all the time. I never
Oh, yeah.
once heard an answer.
I'm telling you, it's the egg. Okay. And then some people say, so who made the egg? Well, why did you have the question? I mean, you ask me a question, I give you an answer, and then you start doubting it. I mean, what's the fun in that? But then just don't ask the question. It's like this.
The question, the true
The
question.
glass is always completely full, all right? Not half full or half empty, because it's half full of water and the other half full of air. And it's the chicken or the egg is always the egg. And what's the other question? I also have the answer to that, but yeah.
But the true question is, no, there's no question. If you're answering that answer, that's your answer. That would be my answer.
Yeah.
If you're even opening your mouth, that's the answer to that question of the egg.
Yeah, it's a good thing to ask people that question, and when they answer you, you shut up. Thank you for the answer.
Yeah,
Thank you. Oh,
So-
okay, chicken. Okay, thank you.
yeah. I
That
just
would be
observe.
nice. That would be nice.
That shows that all us monkeys are connected. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
the other
a
question is,
monkey.
did the tree make a sound, or is the cat still alive? Is the cat alive or dead in the box? Or did
Do you
the
see that
tree-
video about the clicking of the trees in the forest and go click, 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 all these noises the trees make as they grow and move? Do you see that video on YouTube?
Oh,
The audio of the
seen it.
I did
trees,
that a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, totally. Like
the forest speaking or something.
I believe. Yeah, it does speak. Of course. So do the plants. They all
Did
move.
you see the
and talk.
moving trees that you showed, Mystic? Wow, there was.
I don't know if I can believe that because
I don't know if I can believe
CGI.
but it looks good.
It looks good, but oh, come on, let's see more videos. I'm gonna see a lot of them. Come on. If trees are moving like that, I just CGI. I don't know. How many videos have you seen since?
No, none. I mean, I didn't look into it. I just like the how do you say, the spectacle of it.
Yeah.
Wow. Just like when the Goja guide stones got blasted down. I was just like, wow. And then I was like, yeah, come on, dude. It's all
Yeah, and if you think about the spell and
shut
witchcraft of them blowing it up on the ground and affecting the atmosphere and the vibration, percussion, concussion, they're sowing some kind of seed in this field to make like a, response, like,
Yeah,
like
with CERN.
Jericho's wall. Yeah.
With CERN within 24 hours. Within less than 24 hours.
What is you
Frequency.
still saying it's not switched on? They say that's going to switch on or something. They say.
No, they did
Soon.
switch.
Oh, they did?
Supposedly
Oh.
they turned it. Yeah, on the 6th when all that lightning. Oh, there was a lot of heat lightning. There was a lot of lightning that day. Then the guide stones. Oh, guys, it's too coincidental.
Hey,
Then-
did you guys ever hear about the theory that CERN wasn't built but found?
It could have been found. That's a possibility.
Huh?
I would believe
How do you
that.
like that?
Yeah, I do. I would believe that. It's been ancient. Yeah, ancient. And then they just, oh, it's CERN. They named it. Yeah. The Nazis
Maybe they
probably knew.
rediscovered it, or they needed some time to introduce it or to reintroduce it. You know, first they had to erase it or whatever. You know, I mean, they've erased so much. You know. Or it might have been
Yeah.
used once upon a time. It might have been used for something good, and now they want to use it for something evil, and that's why.
Because I got high.
Hey, paint.
So
point
when did you
fire.
quit school? When did you quit school at Deaf Brain?
Ah,
How old were you when you quit school?
I was 15.
Yeah.
I was in seventh grade. The teachers started arguing. These two women, they're older ladies, and they were like hollering and screaming and fighting in front of the class. And I was like, wow, these ladies are crazy. So I switched my team to another team. But ever since seventh grade, I lost my enthusiasm for school. But I got straight A's, and but I still showed up. But
Yeah.
just having attendance doesn't really equal a diploma. But eventually, I got it there, and they delivered it in the mail, and it's like, okay, because I didn't get enough credits in high school, 12th grade. So I had to do this summer school a little bit to get a couple credits. And then they gave me my diploma, but I wasn't allowed to go to the graduation. So schooling, there's all kinds of millionaires and famous people and people that have invented, successful people that just quit school in 8th grade or who never went to school,
Yeah.
I mean, what is school anyways?
Most inventors and geniuses, they make their masterpiece, or they start their masterpiece when they're like 12 years old, 13 years old, 16 years old, right? It's already at that time that it shows.
Yeah, they're already doing things.
Yeah.
Shooting everybody up with monkey parts and everything that's in a death shot. These children, it's so
They're
sick.
still even trying. They're still even trying to push this whole monkeypox thing. Like,
I know.
well, it's like, wow. It even. I mean, I don't even catch most of it, but
They say it's spreading in my city. Oh, there's more
Really?
cases every day.
I mean, there is still a narrative, and
Yeah,
even that is
they're trying.
unbelievable for me. Like, but it's
It
it's a
is.
very how do you say meek narrative and bleak. It's like it's hardly there. It's a
Oh.
very thin, right?
Thin,
layer.
but they're pushing in my city now the mask mandate and government buildings, and they're saying the rise is up and there's a new variant.
They keep on trying, right? And I indeed see an uptake in some of the people that will wear masks, but it used to be like 0.5%, and it might be 1%. I mean, it's that much. So it's an increase of 100%.
I see on the Walmart website, it says, if you're a vaccinated employee, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you're not vaccinated, you're still required to wear a mask.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. That's just what I want to hear.
Well, this is permanent. You know that they're going to come through here with another one and then scare all these other fucking sheep into one corner, and then they're going to come after us for not obeying. So that's coming.
It
guys.
certainly looks like that. I mean,
Oh, of course it is. That's why I'm trying to plan for that. Like, this is coming. You guys got to know we're being set up, obviously.
Yeah.
Come on. So, what is that? It looks like a
Well,
rainbow.
but I must say, I mean, the world around me is waking up onto a certain level, and not everybody is looking at me like I'm the crazy guy anymore. So.
Oh, well, that's a good thing. I don't know how they look at us. What is that? I keep looking. What is that? Hold on.
It's a rubber.
Oh, it's nice.
A rubber pipe.
Rubber. I like it. Rubber.
So if you drop
Rainbow.
it won't break.
doesn't break.
Sweet.
Do
So-
you often drop pipes? I mean,
I don't know. I can't remember. You don't ask me. I don't recall. It just escapes my mind.
So far, none of mine have broke, and I've dropped them lots of times. So yeah, we're about to. This is just ramping up. All they're doing is mockery, and yeah. So you're living the right way.
If they broke, I didn't hear it because I'm deaf, right?
Say what?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, did you hear about the joke of the deaf guy? About the deaf guy?
No, I
Did you hear
didn't hear it because I'm deaf.
Don't worry, he didn't either.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheese factor. Canada vaccinated now considered 3 jabs to have.
Yeah, so you need an app to go to Canada. What a bunch of crap.
They're finally beginning to say no. It's a little too late for that.
Yeah, they say you need an app to go to over the border to your vaccine and your healthcare status and all this weirdness. And you got biomechanical scans and in the jails and you got biometric picture. You know, this whole beast, this whole Terminator. Yeah, algorithmic.
I told you, the last thing that you will pry from my hands is my shovel. You know, I mean, how do you cross the border with a shovel, dude? You dig a fucking tunnel. Yeah. You're gonna need a shovel the most. I'm telling you.
So to make the warp drive, the hyperdrive, you need some kind of magnetic tube tunnel to get this thing going. So you can fly. You don't have to dig a tunnel. You just fly away.
Simpler, sounds simpler than actually done. I don't have wings.
Oh, I know. I live on the 7th floor, so I will certainly fly for a while. You know.
You gotta have a dream, right? There's a movie, The Boy Who Could Fly.
Oh, I remember
that movie,
one.
Boy Who Could Fly.
Yeah, I love that. That was a good movie.
Enjoy the moment. You know, it might not last long. Poof, a plunge, sort of.
Oh, old school.
I always dreamed about jumping into the pond that's beneath my balcony. I could, you know, if I take a run from inside and jump just the right way over the railing, I would get there. You know, I know where the deep part is, but then still, you know, I have to do some tricks.
I got scuba gear, $20 Craigslist tanks, a steel Craigslist $20 tank, scuba gear. I cannot wait to dive.
When are you going to use them? I remember you getting those. So
Did you get that for $20? Wow. Yeah. Crazy.
Just going to go out into the ocean and just take your chances with your scuba tanks.
I even took lessons in scuba diving when I was.
You certified?
No, I don't think I was certified. No, it was just.
I haven't.
On a summer camp, I did that for 1 day. You know, they did 1 day of surfing, 1 day of diving, 1 day of.
I haven't been in. It's been 10 years for me since diving.
Yeah, it's been 40 years for me. So.
Can you imagine? But can you imagine scuba diving on weed?
Oh. Yeah, it was no different than a normal day.
With a bong strapped to your back? Is that what you mean? Like, instead of oxygen tanks, fucking bong. No.
I mean, you know, if you're smoking every day, what would be the difference? It would be no different than any normal day, as if you were going scuba diving. So, yeah.
Well, I think the pressure.
You wear lead weights and you can bring you down to the ground and scuba dive in water. Lead weights, the heavy weight weigh you down. You go. So I collected some lead weights from wheels, and I'm thinking, you know, I found out reading a book about Jerusalem Temple Mount, the shrine, whatever you call that thing, the building. I don't know. It's the Dome of the Rock. Yeah, that whole thing is gilded lead. And I was thinking about EMF and electricity, and then Tom talked too much, and the agents stalked him closer.
But lead, lead is also the outside of it's like the outer rim of this realm.
They're blocking the audio of God or some kind of there aren't that lead blocks the all this X-rays, so they must be blocking an energy. They're blocking some kind of goodness. Wouldn't they cock block you, whatever they call it? Block the streets and roadblocks and make us play with blocks when we're kids. Here's some blocks, kids. Stay blocked. Blockheads.
Lead is the sky.
Legos.
Lead is the end of the sky. Okay, the end of the sky is made of lead, and that's also where Uranus is, right? That's the last planet, right? Uranus. Yeah.
No.
There was some alignment recently showed all the planets in straight of the horizon.
Pluto.
Okay.
Yeah, the alignment was last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
that's lead. Uranus is lead. And then after that comes what's that? Jupiter. No.
Saturn, Uranus,
Neptune.
Pluto.
Then comes, when you go inside, it's Neptune comes then, and I think that's copper. So that's what the sky is made of. If you want to conceive it as a human being, that's how you need to perceive it. Because that's the closest way to get to the truth. Because we cannot conceive what's going on there. To us, it's a fucking mystery. When we look at the sky and when we think of the greatness of this realm, right, or of the Creator, or of angels. And even beyond that, we've been brought up and raised in such a stupid culture that we don't even have the words to conceive it. So, it's lead is the end of the sky, and that's Uranus.
Well, lead could be the end of the sky. Yeah, a bullet to somebody's ending. Yeah.
And then you get to copper and metal and iron, and then you get before it gets to Earth. So that's probably something even greater. It starts with metal and it ends with gold and silver, and then comes Earth. So
I heard the silver and the oil and the gold made by the trees, the mountains, the petrified ancient humongous trees that fell in a breeze, a satanic wipe out. Jason, kill. It sounds like a song. Kill.
Oh. Man, Frequency Friday. It's Frequency Friday, huh? Yeah, it is.
I felt I had to tune in.
Frequency Friday.
The weird thing is, I never heard Deaf Bread speak normally.
Because I got a phone and I got a wire with the earbuds and a microphone on the line, and I can hold it to my mouth and I can talk easy, so it's easy to connect. Hey, Voynich in the England, UK, what is up today?
There you go. That's what's up. Yeah.
See, but he spoke normally just a few minutes ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I know what is his dynamics are just fucking natural, even when he
very natural.
Yeah. So
there's a hole in the clouds of blue you can see through. Circle back.
Circling back. Man, I'm glad we don't have to listen to that shit anymore.
Snake chasing his tail.
Well, I like the urban version of James Saki too, even though she's a dyke. I don't know.
Oh boy, can you imagine her in real life? Oh man, nightmare! Like as a neighbor, even a fucking neighbor.
The final dyke down.
Like that one that Obama just gave the Medal of Honor. I don't know who she was with the pink hair. There's the final dyke down. Oh boy. Today's laughable.
Is it
Another
a
laughable day.
Is it a tranny? Is it a Mason?
I don't know. That only one way to find out, boy.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Smoke them. Well, yeah. That's. Oh, in fact, I need to go get mine. I didn't bring it in here with me. Yeah. Such a laughable world, man. I don't know what I'm even doing on YouTube anymore. It's laughable.
Oh no.
Woo-hoo.
Well, YouTube is laughable in itself, by now. But I mean, most
Yes.
of us have. I mean, this is the library where we read, where we've seen the best videos, right?
Right.
I mean, this is just a platform where we've seen the best videos, and then we met each other through comments or in chat, mostly in chat from these later years. But I also know people just from the comments, So
Yeah, well, I know a little of all of that, and then
right,
panels. Yeah, we
yeah.
all connected for some reason, somehow, some way. It's pretty
So
fascinating.
yeah, and we did that on YouTube. So as much as
Yeah,
I hate it, I'm very thankful for the whole experience.
yeah, I am thankful for
And
YouTube
it's
for
hard.
that. Yeah,
And beyond that, and because of that, it's hard to move away from this platform because I mean
exactly.
it functions perfectly, it updates perfect. I mean it's just
It
perfect,
is. That's what I try to say. Yeah.
so
Hmm.
and we got accustomed to it. We got so familiar with it, it's even intimate. You can say even intimate. I mean,
Sure, it's so intimate. Yeah.
yeah, but it is. But it
No,
is.
it
I
really
mean,
is. I mean,
we are on it. We are we are here like some of us like 10 hours a day or even longer.
yeah,
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
very intimate.
I'm
Yeah.
very guilty of that too because
Uh-huh.
this is a choice that I made.
Yeah, we
Like
make this choice
I made
exactly.
this choice in 2018. Like, okay, fuck the world.
Yeah.
So and then I said fuck the so and then I said to myself, yeah, what now? So yeah, fuck the world. Okay, so what are you gonna do now? Because you don't have a job and you don't have any more friends and so what now? And then I said to myself, start playing that stupid game again, that word game, Word Feud, and go
Yeah.
back to YouTube. You liked YouTube. And so and that's how it came to be. That's how it came to be. Wow.
Exactly. We have the same similar stories, don't we? We all do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, in a
yeah,
way. Yeah.
in a way, like
Yeah, in many
twisted way.
ways. In many ways.
Yeah, in many
Yeah.
ways. So yeah, it's brought us all together, connecting us through the ether. Just imagine we could have been done this without all this. They could have pulled this on us like the influenza, Spanish flu outbreak back in 1918 with no communications, supposedly, So at least we get to connect through YouTube. So thank you, YouTube. I give you that. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. I give it. I give it back.
YouTube.
Yeah. The boob tube.
Don't you
Yeah.
fucking hate it? Don't you fucking hate it that you love it? I mean, I do.
I know. It's like a love hate. Yeah. Isn't that something?
But it's always like that. It always used to be like that with the clubs too. You'd find this new club that was so fucking hot and new, and nobody knew about it, and you were there for like 2-3 months or a year, and then
Yeah.
it was in the papers, and I fucked up,
Well, we all make mistakes, but it's a love-hate relationship with this and
Yeah.
then the AI and then you always it's like it's an addiction almost. It's not really addiction, but somewhat because you want to connect.
I can do without it. To be
Yeah.
honest, if I would be totally how do you say bezet, occupied, that I would be totally
Occupied.
occupied,
Right.
and I would not be able to get to YouTube. I think, I would think about you guys, but
Yeah.
it's not that I would secretly or make time to do it or miss sleep
Right.
to do it. No, not like that at all.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I don't take my phone out either. When I go out, I don't hardly ever take my phone.
That's a good thing.
So,
Well, yeah, it's like we're occupying our times, we're sharing our lives. But like you said, if you're occupied, you're doing your thing. It's not like this is oh, pressing. See,
No.
some of these channels, they make so much money on their videos that they're pressing. So they're like 3 or 4 videos a day, and they got to come up with all this content, and it's a pressure. It's a job. They're making money.
It's crazy
So,
if you see
yeah.
what you have to do to become a paid creator on YouTube. The things you have to do and cannot do it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's night and day. Yeah.
I
You
and they
will
have-
assimilate. You must assimilate.
the way they want
It's-
you to.
It's
Yeah.
futile. Listen to our poetry.
Be the narrative, be part of the narrative, and get paid. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's how simple it is.
Resistance is futile.
Of course it is.
Oh,
We were born like that, though. See, we just never got part of the hive mind. We're the hiveless bees. Huh? Oh boy.
Resistance is futile.
Well, we're working on that. Working on that. Sort of.
here's a towel. Here's a towel. Here's the towel. Yeah.
There's the towel.
Here's the towel.
Oh. Hey, your skies look a lot different than it did an hour ago. That's for sure. Damn. Wow. It really cleared up. It was looking very demonic.
Here's a towel. Here's a towel.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh. Towel. I'm gonna go sweat it out. I think I'm gonna go get some sun rays and go walk Daisy. I think I'm gonna go enjoy the hot ass weather. I'm gonna go sweat it out. Why not? Go see if I can see any zombies. Put myself out there for a little while
Are you
in the
gonna
land of
eliminate them?
Oz.
Are you
Huh?
gonna eliminate some zombies? Are you gonna go hunting or just say hi to them?
I'm just gonna observe. I'm gonna observe them. Yeah, I'm gonna be an observer. Yeah, they usually observe me, so I'm gonna observe them. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna eat lunch and I'm gonna go observe some zombies. Take Daisy for a walk. Get some radiation. Get a little radiation on my skin. Breathe in some chemtrail air.
Right?
Yeah. Get mind control.
Get some fresh
I have a-
19 and some barium and aluminium. And just
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. And some
I mean, you need
barium. Barium. I need some barium on
Your
this.
nano
frequency,
body
right?
needs it.
I need some more nanobots are purging as I speak. And then in my 5G tower, I'm gonna go get plugged into the board while I'm walking. And I'm gonna bring my tracking device in case somebody
got a
pulls some
robo.
shenanigans.
Now, in the old days, we used to call that a fresh breath of air, but these days
Oh,
it's
fresh breath of nanos.
nanos.
Nano.
I got a rowboat.
You get a rowboat. What
Yeah.
do you mean? Oh, nice.
Row.
Oh, well, no, that's like a pontoon boat, right?
It's
Gently
like a,
down the stream, Dev Brett. Gently down the stream.
Oh, I would love to be on that right now. Getting some rays.
Looking good. Yeah.
Yeah, looking good, Deaf Bread. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back later on. I know it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. Mwah.
Yeah, it
Love
was
you
awesome.
guys. It
Thank
was
you.
fun. It was
Thank
a
you
good
very
short one.
much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of our
Kumbaya,
Of
my
our
lord. Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. Yeah. Another blah 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 session through the ether. All right,
I love
guys.
you guys.
I love you guys. All right. Talk to you later. Go grow you some. Yeah, that looks good. All right. I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to plug myself into the fungus world while I'm out there too. All right. Bye guys. Later.